All right, this is possibly the most important formula you'll ever learn in business. It's my 5 ways to multiply your profits. Yeah, not add to your profits, multiply your profits, okay? Now, the way this formula works is very, very important. But let's break it down first of all. Let's go through it. First of all, you've got to have at the top of the formula leads, prospects, potential customers. You multiply your number of leads by your conversion rate. So again, if you had, say, 10 leads and 2 of them purchased, your conversion rate is 2 out of 10 or 20%. That then gives you your number of customers in your business. Okay, now what we're looking at here is saying, okay, how does this break down ultimately? Well, let's finish the formula. Number of customers multiplied by the repeat business rate, the number of transactions, how often they buy from you on average. Now, some of them may buy once and never, ever come back again. Others might buy 10, 12 times a year. What we're looking at, though, is what's the average number of transactions that you have in this particular case. Then we're going to look at your average revenue per customer, the average transaction value, okay? So a simple thing, again, it's an average. Some might spend 5, some might spend 500, some might spend 5,000. But what is the average transaction value for your business? So if we take the number of customers multiplied by the number of transactions, multiply that by the average amount spent each time, that gives us the total revenue of the business. Take that revenue, multiply it by the margins, that is the profit of the business, a percentage of each sale that is profit. That gives you your take-home profit, okay? This formula is very, very powerful. In fact, let's put some numbers in so that you understand it. So let's imagine this tiny little business, 4,000 potential customers, 25% conversion rate gives you 1,000 customers, multiplied by 2 transactions a year, giving you $100 average. That gives you 200 grand in average in total sales. Then say 25% margin to make our math simple. That gives us 50 grand in take-home profit. Can you see how the numbers fit in? Of course, when you come work with us, we're going to show you how to work out your numbers and help you calculate that and then work out strategies to improve them. Now, imagine this. Imagine I could teach you more than 80 strategies to improve your lead generation. Would there be 4 or 5 that you think would be perfect for your business? Then we take about 78 strategies on how to improve your conversion rate. Again, 4 or 5 of them will be perfect for your business. So we increase each of these areas. Now, I don't want you to think about massive increases. There's none of this doubling or tripling or any of that sort of stuff. All we're looking at here is getting 10% better over the next 3, 6, 12 months, okay? 10% better lead flow. In most cases, we can do that just by perfecting and working on the things you're already doing and making them better, okay? Sometimes we can do it just by measuring and testing what marketing you're already doing if you're doing some out there into the marketplace. So 10% better, 4,400. 10% better goes from 25% to 27.5. That gives us 1,210 customers in our business. 12 months from now, we're up in the number of customers. Then we go to work on your repeat business rate, okay? And in many cases, we can increase a repeat business just by sending thank you cards to existing customers, asking them to come back, building a database, doing repeat. Anyway, there's a lot of strategies, more than 70 strategies there in the Action Coach toolkit to help you, things for you to learn. Pick 3 or 4 of them that are perfect for your business, and how do we get your customers coming back more often. Then we're going to go to work on your average revenue per customer. Again, what are we, about 68 strategies on that one that we can teach you. We'll pick 4 or 5 to work on. Hey, presto, we build all the areas. So we go for 1,210 customers. We get the repeat business rate, and we say, okay, all of a sudden we've got our repeat business from 2 to 2.2 on average. We get our average sale from 100 to 110 on average. So now what we've done is we've increased revenues by 10%, haven't we? No, we have not. In fact, 292,820, that is a 46% increase. Remember, it's 10% times 10% times 10% times 10%. Now, if you're an accountant or you're quick at math, you'll realize that if sales are up by 46%, then your profits are probably going to go up a little bit as well. Even if you have to use any of the 50-plus strategies we have for margin improvement, again, we'll teach you all 50. You'll pick 3 or 4. go to work on them. Hey, presto, your margins are now up from 25 to 27.5. Your bottom line profit has jumped 61%, 80,525 and 50 cents. That, my friends, is the power of this 5 ways formula. I want to spend a lot more time teaching that to you over the coming years so that you can build an amazing, massive business where the bottom line is multiplied, not added to. All right, next video, I'm going to go into systemization and how you can do that so that the business can work without you.